I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Tre'Quan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On on 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now from the 50. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back out here comes Kansas City's offense. Charles, those 2 straight home losses for Kansas City, as we said earlier, drops them to 4-2. But, you know, you've told me you still very much believe in this team despite those 2 defeats.
I certainly do. They have to shore things up on defense, and we'll see how that goes, especially in the run game. But when Patrick Mahomes is piloting your offense and you have the weapons on the perimeter and they've got Damian Williams back as a running back, they're going to be dangerous every time they play. Still can't believe they lost consecutive home games the first time since 2015, because that's a tough environment for an opponent to go into. But this short week, Thursday night at Denver, a vital game for Kansas City. They need it in a big way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll make it 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. David Onyemata in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Kamara now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints ready to get the football back here on offense. And let's go back to the 5-1 start that they've had this season. Obviously very impressive with Bridgewater at quarterback. Last week against Jacksonville, the defense was good, but Jacksonville's defense is good, as you noted. And then this week they're going to go to Chicago against another very stout defense.
Yeah, the Chicago Bears defense can hold people down, so you wonder, can either one of those offenses make any type of headway? The Saints have done just enough. Their 5 wins, a total of 24 points. But they have to love the fact that when their defense trots on the field, they feel like they're in every game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And an alley to run. as he's inside the 40.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Well, here's a first down throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Bridgewater on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries.
3 straight losses. They're 3-3. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they will set up sharp at their own 41-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And he's got room.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
This for his running back, McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long. A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses? And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here. Starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Again, it's McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They get the former first overall selection, Eric Fisher. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mahomes going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Check, check, check.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on second and 3. Bridgewater. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Bridgewater now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. McCoy's got the 1st down and more. 30, the 20, 10. And McCoy is in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the ground, Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take all time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
11 yards there, 1st down. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now McCoy. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. The Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that trip to the end zone, I think that's the dagger.
Handshakes all around now. Everybody looking at each other and starting to celebrate a big victory.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Hey.